Place to sit. We'd like to have all of you in the hall before we begin. Can I get a wave if you're excited to be here? Thank you very much. Thank you. So I'd like to welcome all of you warmly to the ISA conference facility here on the University of Ghana campus. For about 3 months now, our budding entrepreneurs have been preparing for this great day. About 53 teams, we are down to 5. All winners, congratulations. In preparation for today, they have had to go through rigorous screening processes, pitching their ideas to professionals, and going through master classes to fine-tune their ideas. And today we are all here to witness the pitching of their innovative ideas before us, and also before a distinguished panel of judges. As a university, giving our students a transformative student experience is the first of our 5 priorities captured in our newly launched strategic plan. Our students, how many of you know that the university launched the new strategic plan this week? Can I see your hand as Office of Research, Innovation and Development, with partnership from Imperial College London and Impact Hub, have been running this program. It's my pleasure now to invite the Pro-Vice Chancellor in charge of Research, Innovation and Development, Professor Felix Ankuma Asante, to deliver welcome remarks. A round of applause for him as he comes.
The Vice Chancellor, she's a little late, but she'll be here very soon. Distinguished guests from Imperial College London, our cherished collaborators from Impact Hub at the University of Ghana Business School Innovation and Incubation Hub, esteemed judges, faculty and staff, my registrar is here, Chief Operating Officer, students, the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to this 3rd edition of the Student Enterprise Pitch event, popularly referred to as a demo day. This is not a demonstration, this is demonstration for pitching. So it's not that demonstration you know of. So you are welcome to this demo day. This flagship event, initiated under the Innovation for African Universities program in 2022, has paved the way for the birth and growth of over 85 student startups in the last 2 years, impacting more than 300 students. University of Science and Technology on the Student Ventureship Support Program. Universities, and we are targeting a university in the northern part of Ghana. The journey has been exciting yet demanding for the 23 teams who were selected to participate in this year's program. The teams were engaged in a journey of ideation, iteration, and growth, worked diligently and under the guidance of our esteemed mentors, embraced opportunities, and addressed challenges to shape their ideas into promising enterprises. This afternoon, we have the privilege of witnessing the ingenuity of 5 teams who have been selected from a highly competitive pool. Today, we celebrate the creativity and innovation of our talented student entrepreneurs who will pitch their innovative projects to a carefully selected panel of judges. Ladies and gentlemen, innovation has enabled the introduction of groundbreaking solutions to challenges. Innovation has enhanced, it has also improved upon living standards and fueled a vibrant and resilient society that can adapt to future needs and opportunities. I am optimistic that the innovative projects that will be pitched today would make a positive impact on society in the future. On June 19th, 2024, we launched the University of Ghana giving to our students ventures. We encourage all the student teams to plug into the network and exploit the opportunities it presents. I extend my deepest appreciation to the Imperial College London for the continuous support to this initiative, to Impact Hub Accra and the University of Ghana Business School Innovation Incubation Hub. I say thank you for the support offered to the teams through mentoring, very much for the support. We also thank everyone who has made this journey possible. Best wishes to all the students participating in the demo day. May you inspire everyone with your innovative ideas and entrepreneurial spirit. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you very much. That was our Pro-Vice Chancellor with responsibility for research, innovation, and development. Another round of applause for him, please. As a university, we know that without partnerships, it will be very difficult to implement the many projects and programs that we have. And so we cherish the support we've enjoyed over the years from our partners. We'll now take the brief remarks from our partners, and I would like to first of all call a representative from Imperial College London.
Good afternoon, I'm Sarah Ranchev-Hale. I am the head of the Enterprise Lab at Imperial College London. The Enterprise Lab is the college's Centre for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, supporting students, alumni and faculty to develop entrepreneurial skills and launch and new ventures. On behalf of my colleagues at Imperial, many of whom are here today, our students and our alumni, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the University of Ghana and the Impact Hub Accra, and the incredible people that we've met in Accra since our arrival last weekend. This is my third time in Ghana, and each time I find it harder and harder to leave. 3 years ago, through the British Council initiative, we sat at the Impact Hub Accra. Since the exceptional programme is delivered by the programme as fantastic as it is today. Imperial College plans to launch a global office here in Accra in the coming months, led by my colleague Claire Turner, who's here with us this afternoon. Our mission is to build on a growing network of African partners across universities, government, industry, and beyond. This new presence in Ghana underscores our commitment to fostering equitable partnerships across Africa. We aim to deliver externally funded projects that benefit the community in Ghana and beyond, fulfilling our mission at Imperial of science for humanity. We intend to facilitate knowledge transfer, capacity building, and skills development within research communities. And additionally, we wish to enhance Imperial's engagement with our wonderful alumni, both in Ghana and across West Africa. This year, the partnership has also launched a founder exchange program with students from the University of Ghana, KNUST, and UCC visiting London in June. And many of our Imperial founders are here today. So please do seek them out at the end of this event and have a chat with them if you're interested in finding out more about their businesses. The Imperial College founders visiting Ghana this week, in a very short time, have explored some very exciting possible partnerships and pilots, both in water storage and sanitation. They've conducted focus groups with new mothers in Ghana, and they have discussed trialing their products in Accra and beyond. We have visited esteemed institutions and companies such as the University of Ghana Medical Centre, the British Council, the University of Cape Coast, Blue Skies, Zipline, and many, many more. So I'd like to extend my thanks to the University of Ghana and Impact Hub Accra for making so many warm introductions and making our visit here this week such a success. And I eagerly anticipate my next visit to Ghana to witness the progress of these initiatives and some of the startups that we see here today. I would like to congratulate the University of Ghana for cultivating an entrepreneurial environment that enables your students, alumni, and faculty to thrive. The founders that I meet in Ghana continually impress me, and I hope we can create further opportunities to connect our startups for mutual benefit and growth. Finally, to the student entrepreneurs, both the teams that are pitching this evening and to the rest of the cohort, I want to wish you good luck. Believe in yourselves and never underestimate the power of your hard work. Your ideas have the potential to change the world, but it's your dedication, your perseverance that will make them a reality. So my advice to you is to embrace... Hello. So my advice to you is to embrace the challenges as opportunities and remember that every step you take forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to realizing your ambitions. The future is yours to create. Thank you, and I cannot wait to hear the pitches this evening.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Imperial College London. Would now take brief remarks also from the other partner, Impact Hub Accra. Let's welcome a representative from Impact Hub.
Good. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Can you all hear me? Wonderful. My name is Kelechi Ofebu, and I represent the team at Impact Hub Accra. And we are very, very delighted to have been to be a partner of this program over the last 3 years. So I'm going to read my prepared speech, so bear with me. We're very thrilled to see each and every one of you here today. And we welcome all the respective partners being part of this program. I'd like to expend a special thanks to everyone who has made this possible. Everyone who has, from the facilitators, the team at UG-BS, the Imperial College, and just about everyone who has made this possible. Impact Hub Accra believes in building, inspiring, and driving innovation in the Ghanaian entrepreneurship and innovation ecosystem. We believe that it's a duty for us, and over the last decade, we have consistently performed that duty. And today is in many ways a validation of the decision we took to continue to be a supporting institution for entrepreneurs. As the third edition of this program is coming to a wrap, we are very, very delighted with the outcomes. And I'm sure some of you are going to see some of the ventures present today and understand why I am delighted. Building the next generation of entrepreneurs and innovators is very, very crucial for economic and social development in our nation and beyond. And this is something we take very serious. After the last 3 months of very long training, expert coaching, out of the top 23 candidates in the venture program, we are going to be witnessing the final presentation of the top 5. I have been on this side of the podium before presenting, and it's never an easy one. And so for those of you that get to do it, anytime you feel like you're losing breath, just look at my face, I'll smile at you, okay? I really wish you all the best as you present. And it doesn't get easier, unfortunately, but it gets exciting and it's more rewarding as you continue to maintain steadfastness in the journey. I also want to encourage you to think of this, especially for the finalists, think of this as the first step in many, many steps you're going to take on your entrepreneurial journey. So we'll be here to support you all the way. Without taking much of your time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to, again, thank you all for being a part of this program. An encouragement for you to try again and try harder. And when you're doing that, always know that Impact Hub Accra will be here to support you throughout the process. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Impact Hub. It's now time to listen to an address by our keynote speaker. Our keynote speaker this afternoon is Dr. John Simpson, Chief Technology Officer, Fresh Check, and an alumnus of Imperial College London. I'll give you a short introduction to our keynote speaker. He studied chemical biology of health and disease. He previously managed a laboratory group in Singapore and his PhD group at Imperial College. He oversaw the development of Fresh Check's, that's a lot of words, Fresh Check's first product offering, a color change spray for confirming hygiene. and he currently manages the technical development of Fresh Check. Please join me in welcoming Dr. John Simpson.
It's also on. Oh, interesting. Hi everyone, how's it going? No slides yet. We can go from there. Oh, lovely. So, hi. First and foremost, thank you so much to everyone here at Ghana for having myself and all of the Imperial team here. It's my first time in Ghana, and it couldn't have gone better. It's been amazing meeting all of you. So thank you to Professor Asante, thank you to Mami, thank you to Eunice, and everyone else for organizing everything, getting us in touch with blue skies, hospitals, everyone. Thank you so much. So today, I'm going to talk about my journey from academia and into having a startup, and hopefully it helps to quell some of the nerves for you guys, the next sort of set of entrepreneurs. But now, let's see if I can... No. Hey! There we go. So, the problem that we solve is the fact that contamination is invisible. So we rely on sight, smell, and touch to try and work out whether a surface is clean. But that's not a very scientific way of doing things, really, is it? So what we tried to do at Fresh Check was find new systems, new methods to be able to take a more scientific approach to proving that a surface is clean. So what we made was the Fresh Check swab. So you can see it on the screen, but also here as well. We utilize a color change chemistry, so it turns from the purple you see there into an orange color if there is bacteria present on that surface. We've done a lot of development for our products. Don't think that you're going to make your product straight away, guys. It's going to take time, and that's fine. So we've made it fully recyclable, and we've worked a lot with regulatory bodies to show that our product actually works to the right level of sensitivity to actually sell in the market. And at the moment, we mostly sell into the food and drinks sector. So if you're making 1,000 mangoes, like some of us saw yesterday at Blue Skies, if any of them get bacteria in them, then that's a really big challenge because they've been sent across the world and could cause a lot of damage and harm to public health. So that's the market we're in. Just to quickly show the swabs. Hey, so you can see the color change there. So if it's blue, it's clean, and if it goes to yellow, it means that it's a dirty, unclean surface. So that's enough about the product. I want to tell you about my journey to do so, because I'm a keynote speaker, and that's very fun. So, first and foremost, I want you all to know that mistakes will lead to success. It is okay to make mistakes, and it is okay to fail absolutely miserably. Don't worry about it. I've done it loads of times. Fresh Check began as a color change use by day. We wanted to make a little sticker that would go into food packaging and tell you when it's expiring. When we went on this journey, we saw customers say, that's a really cool idea. Definitely want that in my food packaging. And we went, awesome, that's awesome, we can do that, we're going to make that for you. Then we found that there was no interested buyers. So we had made a little bit of a mistake there, because who's going to buy a product which gives them no benefit? We had to work with packaging companies, and they said, we're not going to buy it. So a bit of a product. So we failed. We failed miserably. The first thing we tried to do at Fresh Check didn't work. It was nothing. It was a nothing thing. So we sat back and we thought, what can we do next to try and fix the issue? How can we keep running as a company? How can we pivot our idea and think of something else to do? And that's when we made the color change spray. So what we did was take the chemistry we had, package it into a color change spray where you'd spray it onto a surface and it would tell you whether or not that surface was clean or unclean. So we had buyer interest, because right now we had aligned who would buy it and who would actually benefit from it. That was fantastic, very exciting. The cost was good too. We had actually managed to find a cost point that people would buy our products, and we sold around £100,000 worth of the spray, which was fantastic, really good stuff. Then we found out the usability wasn't great. It turns out that the food industry isn't just white chopping boards and stainless steel surfaces. It's green chopping boards, it's red chopping boards, it's blue conveyor belts. So we had another failure. We had failed again as a company. We had not brought a product to the market that we would be a sustainable business. But again, we took our issues and we made the color change swab. We looked at the cost of it, we saw the buyer interest again. Hopefully. So the buyer interest and the cost was both very good. At the same time, we were able to have a product that everyone could use, and we also finally solved the issue of, and also the issue of usability. So we had a product that anyone in the food industry and hopefully in wider industries can use effectively and can use safely as well. So, yay, that was a success. But I've shown you maybe 5 fails in this bit. We did countless more. Countless failures throughout this journey. So, again, don't be afraid to make mistakes. So with hindsight, I thought I'd share some of the bits that I wish someone told me back in the day. All of the people here, for the most part, are university students, you're academics. So your idea is to write the perfect essay. It is to make sure that the research you're doing for your paper is perfect. You've got great graphs, great bar charts, all of that. But it's a different journey when you go into startups. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be good. And perfection can be the destroyer of good. If you've got an idea and it's almost there, try it out. Go and show it to customers, get their feedback, and work off of that. The next part of this is, thank you. The next part here, I wish I did more of back in the day, was to try and get as much advice as I possibly can. Talk to everyone and anyone, ask every single question you can, because it's not just talking about ideas. You're going to have to think about how you're going to do your marketing. How are you going to run your accounts? How do you pay someone? No one tells you that. So think about all of these things as you're going forward. Just ask as many questions as you possibly can. So, and the final bit here as well is to always talk to your customers as well. Make sure you do have a really good market fit and you haven't made an interesting idea that you like the idea of, but you've made something that responds to them as quick as you possibly can as well. So in conclusion, startups are an adventure in failing. So be willing to fail. On the market. It's a really immensely rewarding process, so enjoy every second that you can of that. You'll also learn a load of different skills. As I said, I can do accounts now. I have a PhD and I can do accounts. It's not normal, but it's very people are giving you money to try and make your idea become a reality. So listen to that feeling. If you're worried about it, it means you care about it. So that's absolutely great, and I can tell you everyone feels that way. Everyone gets the nerves. Just go with it. Talk to people and enjoy it. And most importantly, fail. Fail and fail and fail again. It's absolutely fine. I'm a fantastic failure, and I hope you will all be too as well. So, thank you very much for listening. That's me done.
Is that for me? Okay. I just earned myself one. I think I deserve a round of applause. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Dr. John Simpson, for delivering what I describe as a very honest presentation on the journey. I took notes of a few things he said. His message was, it's not easy, and if you fail, try and try again. Did you get that? He's giving me a thumbs up. So let's get to introduce to you our judges. So I would like to position myself here so I can see them. Our first judge since 2017 has been actively engaged in the entrepreneurship ecosystem in Ghana, building, leading, and supporting early-stage businesses and SMEs. Her expertise lies in supporting early-stage businesses. She holds a BSc in Computer Science and Statistics from the University of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the Executive Director of Mirepa Group, Enyonam Kakani. Please, can we see you? Please rise. Thank you very much. I'm happy to say education and initiatives for students, alumni, and early career researchers, academic and external partners at Imperial College London, one of the world's leading universities in science, engineering, medicine, and business. She's passionate about supporting and empowering the next generation of entrepreneurs and innovators. Meets the head of Imperial's Enterprise Lab, Sarah Ranchev Hale. Judge number 3 is an accomplished professional at the intersection of law and finance, with a background in banking, finance, fintech, payments, and capital markets. He combines his legal prowess with financial acumen to deliver exceptional results. As an ex-virtual and augmented reality tech startup founder, he has personal experience in raising venture entrepreneurs on pitch deck creation and pitching, and has helped them win funds from the Resolution Project in the USA. I present to you Kwesi Apia Okra Esquire. Our fourth and final judge, ladies and gentlemen, is a venture builder and a business development professional with solid project management and experience building entrepreneurship innovation ecosystems. He is committed to advancing entrepreneurship, green and circular initiatives, promoting health finance, and fostering sustainable development practices. As co-founder of Impact Hub Accra, he oversees strategic and operational responsibilities to expand the organization's footprint and achieve its mission. Ladies and gentlemen, Impact Hub's Chief Operations Officer, Kelechi Victor Ofwebu. Thank you. So you all agree with me that we have very seasoned judges to do this for us this afternoon. 5 minutes to pitch. I'm sure you know that. You have 5 minutes to pitch, and the judges 5 minutes to interact with you. Can we hear the sound? Did we all hear that? Oh, I'm not hearing. Let's have it again. Thank you very much. Ecofiber Solutions, are you ready? Are you ready? So the team is made up of Godsway Kwame Awusi, a biochemistry cell and molecular biology student, and Estina Beidu, a soil science student, and Edwin Williams, Gadabo, agricultural extension. So the microphone is yours now. Are we starting now? Can we start? Okay, I'm going to hand over the microphone to you and your... Pitching now. Upcraft, are you ready? Okay, thank you. So Upcraft is made, when I call your name, just wave. It's made up of Chelsea Selby, an accounting student, Afari Felix Kobe, nursing student, Priscilla Ogo from the business school, and Sydney Kujo, an accounting student. Are you ready? So when your slides are up and you're about to start, just give her a thumbs up and she'll start your timer.
Thank you very much.
Please, let's clap for them. Okay. Can we have the remote? The pointer? Is that pointer? Yeah. The remote, okay. So they can control the slides themselves.
When first introduced, plastic was a miracle that transformed the packaging and manufacturing industry. However, improper plastic waste management has led to the degradation of our environment, becoming a center for global attention. In Ghana, 10,000 metric tons of plastics are imported annually, with Accra alone producing 300 tons of plastic waste on a daily basis. The question we should be right to ask ourselves is, where does all this plastic waste go to? And this is where Upcraft steps in. Project Upcraft is a multifaceted project that seeks to tackle the issue of plastic pollution by 1. Initiating a robust waste recovery system, 2. Transforming recovered plastic into eco-friendly bags using the production process of upcycling, which is safer than recycling that contributes to air pollution. 3. We sensitize our audience, which include individuals at marketplaces, schools, churches, and other places of public gathering on the need for proper plastic waste management. Aftermath, these places serve as vintage points for the collection of our plastic. We provide them with bins made from plastic bottles to enable them with the collection processes. According to marketandmarket.com, 78% of individuals globally consider sustainability important. 17% of the market for sustainable products is growing at a rate of 17%. The rising demand for eco-friendly products, global environmental consciousness, and the increasing prioritization of corporate social responsibility amongst firms makes our business model an ideal solution and one that is to thrive in the future market. Our products are eco-friendly, durable, carbon neutral throughout production process, and can be branded to suit the preference of our customers, making our business model easy to adapt. We seek to generate revenue using 3 approaches. The business-to-business approach, which targets NGOs and corporations interested in promoting sustainability. The business-to-customer approach, where we target eco-conscious individuals as well as diasporans. And lastly, from organizing training and workshops for individuals interested in producing bags like we produce. Over the past 3 months, we have sensitized a maximum of 700 people from the University of Ghana Star Village Basic School, some eateries on campus, and the Atomic Junction bus station on the need for proper plastic waste management. These places now serve as vintage points for the collection of our plastic waste. We visited an eco-conscious gallery to have a one-on-one interaction with our target market, which was a fruitful engagement. We've partnered with Macintosh Africa to acquire skill on a sustainable production method. We've actively contributed to 6 SDGs, which includes SDG Goal 6, 8, 11, 12, 14, and 17. To ensure the going concern of our business, we look forward to partnering with God First Disability Homes, where we will train 10 handicapped people over the period of 6 months to produce these bags as a source of employment. To create a single bag, 50 sachets of rubbers is removed from our environment. It costs us 80 Ghana cedis to produce 1 bag, which will be sold at 120 Ghana cedis, generating a unit profit of 40 Ghana cedis. With 10 bags produced in a week, we look forward to producing 1,200 bags annually, generating a profit of 48,000 annually. Our competitors include Soko bags, trashy bags. The unfair advantage we have over these brands lies in the fact that our product is 20% cost effective, and we add the Ghanaian Edinkra symbol, which makes our products attractive to purchase. We need funds in order to acquire production sites, pressing and sewing machines, as well as cover up our advertising costs, which contributes to 70% of our production expense. This would help us boost revenue and also scale productivity. This is not just a business idea, but a project we believe can be brought to life, given our diverse expertise and experience. My name is Priscilla Dele-Ogo, the publicity and marketing lead for this team, and these are my able team members. Ms. Chelsea Selby, our team lead. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. So we'll take 2 questions from the panel of judges. Can we start with, Should I take, is it Sarah first? Right. I think you have a microphone, but yeah.
Really fantastic pitch, very enthusiastic. I'd love the bag, I'd love to see it a bit closer as well. We have one of our founders here as well, who's also in the sustainable fashion industry from London, so it would be great for you to connect afterwards. Roughly of your bag is not made from recycled plastic, and what materials you're using and where you're sourcing them from.
Okay, so it depends on the bag we are producing. So for this, it's about 30% of the bag which is not made from plastic. So we've added the leather to make it more fashionable, because aside the recycling aspect we want to bring on board, we also want to promote fashion. So the bag you're currently holding is a sheet made from 50 sachets of rubbers. So that's the actual percentage we are targeting.
Okay. Are you done? Are you
Yes,
okay with
thank
it?
you.
Okay. So we'll take the second question from Kwesi Apia Okra.
Great job so far. I think this was a very good pitch and presentation. I just have one question on how the bags are made. Do you make these bags yourself, or you currently work with people who make them?
Okay. So we've partnered with Macintosh Africa to acquire skills on how to produce the sheets. So the sheets is the part you can actually see. Yes, we make the sheets, and then we actually have to enable them with the production process.
Okay. So they make the design of the bag itself and you add your sheets to it. I just want to be clear. Do they make the bag or the design of the bag?
We on how to make the bags to reduce our production costs.
Yeah, just that's it. And I'm just asking this in relation to who would own so how is the arrangement with the current designer like in terms of splitting of cost profit?
So we have a partnership with Macintosh where they produce the sheets. Then we take it to the artisan who charges a workmanship fee, which we add to the cost to make it 80 Ghana cedis. And we add our profit of 40 Ghana cedis to arrive at our selling price of 120 Ghana cedis.
Thank you.
A round of applause for them. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Upcraft. That was Upcraft that just finished their pitch. I would like you to know that the judges are judging on a number of issues, which is value proposition, innovation, market potential, business model, environment and social impact, team expertise, including advisors, and execution plan, and the ask. So please let's take note. I've also been asked to remind you that the bookmarks you are holding has a QR code on one side of it. At the appropriate time, you would also be asked as the audience to vote. And I'll tell you that the one who gets the highest votes from the audience would also receive an award, which is a cash prize. So please, you are as active. I want you to listen attentively because you would also have to vote at the right time. Our next group is Eco Fiber Solutions. Eco Fiber Solutions, over to you.
Hello everyone, my name is Ernestina and I'm here with Gosway. We are Ecofiber Solutions. We produce food packaging from plant residue. These food packaging are eco-friendly, durable, and locally sourced. As a team, let me introduce you to Ohene. He's a restaurant owner who is looking for sustainability in food packaging to enhance his brand, but he's unable to. Surprisingly, there are a lot of people out there facing the same problem. As a team, we realized that most food packaging is made from single-use plastics, and a staggering 85% end up polluting our landfills and oceans. This is because they contain non-biodegradable microplastics that are very harmful to the environment. Do you know that research have it that by 2050, there will be more plastics in the ocean than fishes? That is why we as Ecofiber Solution want to manufacture eco-friendly food packaging from plant residue like rice husk, which of course would have been burnt. And this is how it works. We'll first of all collect our raw material, extract the fiber, mix it, mold it, dry it, and we have our finished product. So of course, I'll recommend Ecofiber Solution to you all because we'll help you enhance your brand by providing you with eco-friendly food packaging that is biodegradable and contains no microplastics, and because of that, it's very safe for animal consumption. Here are our competitors and why we outshine them. Our product is microwave safe, locally sourced, eco-friendly, biodegradable, and very durable. We are looking at a market share in Greater Accra worth 4.74 million USD by producing or selling approximately 1,300,000 units of our product in our first 2 years, and then we target the 236.9 million in the Ghanaian market, after which we tap into the 5.5 billion in Africa. In generating cash, we will make direct sales by producing 100 packs at a cost of 98 cedis and selling at 140 cedis, and this would generate a healthy profit margin of 30%. On our path to profitability, we are looking at 3 phases. In our first phase, we have successfully registered our business and we have reiterated our MVP because we have secured a manual mode to help us do that. Also, on our market call, we engaged with over 30 quick service restaurants where 83% showed maximum interest in our proxy products, and that will translate into a projected revenue of 54,000 Ghana cedis. Currently, we are establishing a sustainable rice husk sourcing model. Then, going forward, we'll launch our product in December this year so that we'll be able to scale our production capacity by 25%. Here is our financial statement for the next year. Our projection outlines key metrics which will help in profitability. So they include the net opening and ending cash as well as the revenue. And so in the second quarter of 2025, we will clearly break even. Of course, we can never lift a pebble with a finger. Therefore, we have made collaborations with the pond irrigation scheme farmers in Esuchari to source our rice husk. Also, others include Worthings on Budget, GD Trust, the University of Ghana, and Wamio Grow. Our effort in making a more sustainable food packaging has not gone unnoticed. So we won a grant in 2023 from KIC, which was worth 2,000 USD. Our success goes beyond profit. Therefore, we're looking at impacting smallholder farmers and employing 100 youth in the next 5 years. We're also looking at empowering women because we believe in women and empowerment. So we want to maintain a staff strength of 65% women, and we'll also reduce plastics waste as well as reduce carbon emission by 1,200 tons every year. Our team is made up of diversity and founder-fed, from production to marketing. Therefore, we are asking a total amount of 40,000 Ghana cedis to be able to launch and market 45,000 units of our products. So join us as we say no to plastics, but yes to eco-fiber solutions. Thank you.
Right on time, right on time. I'll take the first question.
Thank you very much, Eco Fiber team, and well done for your presentation. So you mentioned the raw material that you use in producing packaging.
Yes, please.
Nation raw materials, or one of these, and then how you intend continue raw materials.
Okay, thank you for your question. Each individual raw material can be used, singly, not in the form of combination. And then also, like she mentioned, we are currently sourcing using the rice husk because it's working better for us than the pineapple was doing. Yeah. Yeah, so she also mentioned that we have collaborated with the corn irrigation scheme farmers in Esuchari. So when we went there, we looked at what they were doing, and then they produced rice. But then at the end of the day, the husks is just left there, and then we are looking at sourcing the husks from them.
Okay, thank you very much, Enyonam. We'll take the second question from Kelechi.
Right, thank you. Great presentation, by the way, and just piggybacking off of what my colleague had just asked you. So currently, what we see in front of us here is made from the rice husk, correct?
Yes.
Do you use any kind of binding agent for it, or it's just?
Yeah.
What
is? It's proprietary.
Okay, I'm here to give you money, so you tell me if you want my money. But can you give us a sense of whatever binding agent you use is friendly for food use?
Yeah, they are carbohydrates, mostly polymers, natural polymers.
Okay. So which one of you on the team is the technical lead?
I am the lead for research and development.
Okay. And so when it comes to the physical, using the molds, pressing, getting the MVPs, you are the one that
I'm the one.
Is responsible.
Okay, great. In your
execution plan, I wish you could you bring that?
Can we have the presentation?
Okay, let's time is not on our side. So quickly, what would you say currently is some of the skills gap you have on your team that you've identified so far?
So it will deal with time. Currently, all three of us are at school, so we are studying and we don't have most of the time that we wish to work on it. And then we are also looking at not employing per se, get a partner with more marketing background, so that we could work better.
Okay, a round of applause for them. That is Eco Fiber. The next team is Aggravate Therapeutics. Aggravate Therapeutics. Let's welcome them as they come. Jacqueline Caroline Novice is a chemistry student. Maxine Aqua, biochemistry, cell and molecular biology. Rebecca Cosmos Chemistry, Abigail Kunedu Chemistry, and Jonathan Baini Biochemistry, Cell, and Molecular Biology.
So what is AMR and why should we be concerned? Antimicrobial resistance, also known as AMR, occurs when disease-causing organisms or pathogens no longer respond to the antibiotics that we use to treat them. What this means is that these antibiotics are becoming ineffective over time, jeopardizing both animal and human health. My name is Jonathan Baini, and I, with my team, make up Aggravate Therapeutics, a biotech company dedicated to combating antimicrobial resistance using novel antibacterial mixtures. In Ghana, we consume over 460,000 tons of poultry meat every year. This increase in the consumption of poultry meat has led to the increase in the use of antibiotics and consequently the development of AMR in poultry farms. So, yes, so this has dire effects that extend beyond the poultry farms. A study in 2022 showed that over 1.3 million people died as a result of bacterial AMR in 2019 alone. This proves that AMR pathogens can persist through the food chain to humans. So, generally, antibiotics have only one active ingredient, but we as Aggravate Therapeutics have designed an antibacterial mixture which has multiple bioactive compounds, which makes it difficult for bacteria to develop resistance against our antibacterial mixtures. We also seek to deploy an EMR digital tracker AI to track the progression and hopefully regression of antibacterial resistance. Our innovation supports SDG Goal 3, good health and well-being, by ensuring it promotes Goal 2 by ensuring the availability of healthy and safe food, promotes Goal 12 by ensuring sustainable agricultural practices, and promotes Goal 3, good health and well-being. In Ghana, we have over 5,000 poultry farms, which house over 88 million birds, giving us a total available market of 230 million Ghana cedis. And antimicrobial resistance is a global challenge, which means that we essentially have a global market showing the possibility of increasing our market size. Not only are antibiotics effective against multi-drug resistant pathogens, our antibacterial mixture costs 110 cedis to produce 1 liter. And because of this, we are able to sell 130 cedis, which is approximately 65% the cost of our competitors. Moving on to our business model, we primarily seek to raise funds by direct sales to farmers. Also, we will partner with agricultural corporations and veterinary clinics who will serve as wholesale buyers and distributors of our products. And lastly, being a local manufacturer, we stand in a good position to serve to work with government initiatives we stand in a good position to work with the government to foster agricultural government initiatives. Since the inception of our team, we have made significant progress. We have developed 168 formulations, and we have tested them against 21 bacterial strains, 7 of them which are multi-drug resistant, and it has been active against all these bacterial strains. And we are currently 60% through with our first phase of our project. And that is why we are here today. With an initial seed round,
thank you very much. Is that the right pronunciation? Aggravate Therapeutics. Okay, quite a. I would like to invite our judges to. Kwesi, please go ahead.
Thank you very much. Great job. I can understand the nerves and everything, but I think you did a great job regardless. I have a question on the expertise. Can you tell us more about the expertise you have as a team? What makes you more likely to pull this off?
Okay, so this work is primarily scientific, and we compose mainly of students in chemistry and biochemistry. We do, however, lack expertise when it comes to agriculture and business. However, we are under the guidance of our supervisor, Dr. Patrick Kobina-Arthur, who can outsource such personnel in case we need them.
Are you done? Okay, Sarah.
Thank you for that. If we go back to your competitor analysis, you put a few different competitors. Can you just go into a little bit more detail about what specifically is different about your product to some of the other competitors that were up there?
Okay, so our product is, first off, our product is active against multi-drug resistant bacteria, and then our product is affordable. For most of the other products, they are not active against multi-drug resistant pathogens, but they are affordable. There is only one company we've seen in Ghana, that's Maridaf Solutions. They are active against multi-drug resistant pathogens, but they are expensive.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's acknowledge them. Aggravate Therapeutics. The next team is TOA Enterprise. Let's welcome them as they come. TOA Enterprise is made up of Benes Forsen, Biochemistry and Nutrition, Paulina Tudeka, Public Admin and Information Studies, and Josephine Tudeka, Biology.
Hello, everyone. This week, who have tasted gobe? Yes, what is gobe without the addition of palm oil? In fact, there's zomi, and that is what TOA Enterprise produces. With the problem identification, we've realized there are a lot of adulterated palm oil in the market, which poses health hazard to consumers. But we at TOA Enterprise, we produce unadulterated palm oil from a careful selection of palm fruit which has no preservative. Looking at market opportunity, our total available market is aimed to be $90 billion by 2027, as serviceable attainable market is aimed at $26 billion. And we are targeting 2% of the sustainable serviceable addressable market, which is equivalent to $1.26 billion. And also, according to statistics, Ghana exports 15,000 metric tons of palm oil yearly, but demand is unmet. So looking at this unmet demand, meaning there is more opportunity in the palm oil industry. Our target market, we are targeting restaurants, cosmetic industries, retailing shops, and supermarkets, and we are going by B2B, business to business, and business to customers. We communicate our unique selling proposition through the easy access to raw materials, availability of human resource. We have different flavor of the palm oil known as the precursor palm oil made up with the aged fruits, considering its nutritional benefits. Also, our products also provide consumers with nutrients such as vitamin A and E. We market our product through internet marketing, word of mouth or referrals, and exhibitions as well. Our impact is felt through employment opportunities, women empowerment through outgrower sources, food security, which is geared towards the Sustainable Developmental Goal 1, 2, 3, and 5. With our milestone, we've been able to get an opportunity with MasterCard Foundation in collaboration with the Ghana Enterprise Agency to do our FDA certification on our palm oil. We've also benefited 9,000 Ghana cedis equipment grant from the German corporation, as well as a support to register our business from the German corporation as well. With our first quarter, we want to purchase machineries and also hire additional staff in our second quarter. In our third quarter, we want to explore export opportunities as we are a member of the Ghana Export Promotional Authority. And also, we want to have 5 regional sales representatives across Ghana. We are asking for 39,000 Ghana cedis in purchase of a palm fruit digester, do our nutritional fact analysis, and also FDA for our precursor palm oil and the things listed below. This is our able team. Josephine Tudika, the production officer, who also owns a 3-acre of palm fruit plantation. Ben is Forcing, the quality assurance officer, who has 2 years experience in working with different companies, especially in the lab. Paulina Tudika, the finance and marketing officer. We are partnering with Empretech Ghana, the German corporation, the Ghana Chamber of Young Entrepreneurs, the University of Ghana Business School. And we are also having a mentor who is also in the person of Professor Irene Susan, the Dean for Agribusiness, who sometimes provides us with soft loans, tailor-made soft loans at a low interest. In conclusion, we can boldly say that TOA Enterprise can confidently say that we need additional funds which will help us produce more, sell more, make more money, and employ more people. Thank you.
Thank you so much to the Enterprise. So we'll move to our judges. We would like to call Kelechi to ask the first question.
All right. Very energetic beginning. You had everyone, whoa. Let me finish. Slow down. When you say they're unadulterated palm products out there in the market, do you know what is going into this and what sort of health? Drink your water. Okay. I'm here for you, so drink your water. Perfect. Can you tell us a bit about some of the health consequences from taking out the adulterated palm products? I have 2 questions.
Please let me answer.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
Okay, so the reason why some people use the Sudan for is that to enhance customer preferences, because they want it to be very red, because customers assume that when it's very red, that is what enhances the taste and color, but that is not the case. You have to consider the health benefits as well. And you know, Sudan 4 is a dye that is used in materials, coloring of materials, giving color to materials and plastics. And when you consume this chemical into your body, it causes harmful, affect your kidney and also your health as well. Causes respiratory diseases as well.
Okay, that's helpful. And then my final one, in your pitch, you talked about your work being enabling you to reduce post-harvest loss. For farmers, how does that happen?
Post-harvest loss?
Yeah.
I didn't mention that.
Oh, then I'm reading wrong from the definition of your venture here, but that will be all for now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Enyonam.
Thank you very much, and well done to you ladies. So when you showed us the slide that has the team, it's not clear who leads the organization. So which one of you is the CEO or who steers everything? Okay, thank you. So with the FDA certification that you have for this product,
actually, we applied for an opportunity with the Ghana Enterprise Agency, of which MasterCard is supporting that initiative to help register small, medium enterprises whose products are not FDA approved in order to help the economic growth of the country. So our enterprise was selected so that our products will be worked on by FDA. So that is the achievement we have now. So the FDA registration is in process and our products have been selected.
Okay, so it's not been certified yet.
So it has been, we are yet to receive the certification. So yes.
A round of applause for them as they take their seats to the car and thank you. That was Tudeka Enterprise. Our fifth team is Abuk Plastic Currency Payment Option. This team is made up of Esther Owusu Nkwantabisa, Nutrition and Food Science student, Karen Belda-Steiner, HR and Spanish, and Emanuela Natasha Kwamwa, Marketing. I hand you over to Abuk Plastics.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Esther Usum Kwantabisa, founder of Abuk Cuisine, a food and beverage startup in Accra that produces fruit juices and fruit-iced popsicles. We're mostly micronutrient deficient. Reason being that money allocated for food could only cover the main meals, so we couldn't buy fruits and vegetables. Unfortunately, this isn't the story of just my brother and I, because according to Ghana Statistical Survey, 31% of children in Ghana have zero food filled with plastics. Different story. That's why my team members and I have introduced a Abuk plastic currency payment option, which whilst they use a plastic generated in the environment as payment. So, according to market-to-market.com, over $69.4 million is the market. Sorry. According to market-to-market.com, the recycling plastic market is $69.4, but my group and I aim to get 1% of this garnet share. This is how our business works. Interested organizations sign up and are given jumbo sacks to do the segregation. When it's full, they call for a pickup by our recycling partners, which doesn't come at a charge. We then supply them with the fruits and vegetable popsicles. We've sent 12 letters to schools so far. We have 2 organizations sign-ups. We have 25 individual sign-ups. And we've done 4 collaborated beach cleanups between River Cleanup and ourselves and MBRC The Ocean. These are pictures from our beach cleanups. Our direct competitors are Blue Skies and then Chops and more. Our indirect competitors are Coliba and Eco Recycling. What makes a bouquet plastic currency stand out is that it's first of its kind. We have experienced mentors to guide us, and also as a working team, we have over 10 years working experiences. I would like to take you to our financials. So with this business model, we have 4 profit streams. The first is the selling of the fruit icebox by paying with the physical cash. The second one is the plastic currency payment option. And the third one is the sales we make for selling the plastic to the recycling partners. And also the fourth stream is the sales from our jumbo sacks. We are asking of 40,000 Ghana cedi, which 28% will be used for rent payments, 35% will be used for buying 200 jumbo sacks, and then 37% will be used for marketing. So for our milestones, we have divided them into phases. The phase 1 is to make sure we have 100 sign-ups by end of 2024, and then have additional 6 beach cleanups. Then by the end of 2025, we hope to get 200 sign-ups, and then also do 18 beach cleanups. It's a good timing for our initiative to start because it helps solve SDG goals 1, 2, 3, 13, and 17. And it also helps to get a cleaner Accra to promote tourism. These are my team. I am the production lead. I have Belda as the HR and Emanuela as the marketing lead. But then we have someone in charge for the plastic currency payments.
Thank you very much. A bouquet plastics currency payment option. Thank you for this. Since this is the last set of pictures, I think that we'll take short questions from all the 4 judges, very short questions from each one of you. I would like to start with Kelechi. Kelechi, please, if you have a question for them, kindly go ahead. Each.
Exactly how does the plastic turn to currency?
Okay, so interested persons sign up. They are given the jumbo sacks to do the segregation. When it is full, they call for a pickup, which doesn't come at a charge, by our recycling partners. So when our recycling partners come for it, we in turn give them the fruit ice popsicle. We give them 200 cedi worth of a bouquet fruit ice popsicle. However, we take 400 cedi from our recycling partners. So that's how it works. And also, they signing up the jumbo sacks that they have to buy too. These are all forms of the plastic currency.
We'll have Sarah next.
Thank you for that. What do you foresee as being your biggest challenge in scaling this business now as you look forward to the future?
Thank you. Initially, when we started this project, we signed 25 individuals on as a pilot. But then we realized that for the individuals, most of them were living in a rented apartment. And also, they didn't have space to do the segregation. So through that, we came up, we got the idea to now target the organizations, that's the school and churches, where they have space to first keep the jumbo sack for the segregation. And because it's a collective effort, it's easier for them to get the quantity that our recycling partners would need.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. I think you've done a great job, Abuk. So my question relates to how much you have.
Okay. So currently, I being the production lead, I'm doing my MPhil. So we make a weekly profit of 94 because per day we sell 18 to 19 popsicles.